Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Roofers Coffee Shop soundstage. My name is Karen Edwards, and we are live at the CertainTeed Business Builder Workshop in Miami, Florida at Lone Depot Field. And I'm sitting here with John from Interstate Roofing. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
John, introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are and a little bit about what you do.
Okay. My name's John Morales. I'm with Interstate Roofing. I'm a project manager and sales manager and a sales team leader. Specialize in commercial, but this is my first time at an event like this. I mean, it's an amazing event, and I think there's a lot to take from it. I think a lot of contractors should make it a point to educate their reps, educate their salespeople on products, especially in the roofing industry, right? I mean, it plays into a huge part, especially in the sales process.
Yes, so you are a hand talker. I can see you moving your stuff around, so I'm going to say talking to the mic.
Okay,
I know.
okay.
It's what, obviously you're passionate about what you do and about being here at this event and, education. And that comes through in everything that you said. Is this your first time at a CertainTeed Business Builder Workshop event?
It is. It is my first time, but I mean, there's always a first time for everything. I think it's a phenomenal event. They did a really good job at putting this together, making sure that there were vendors to educate us properly on the new products that are coming out, and I think I've got a lot to take away from it.
So what kind of classes have you attended so far?
So I attended your podcast.
How did we do?
Which is phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think media and podcasts are a big part in today's marketing, and I think it's your modern day door knocking.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I like that. Modern day door knocking.
It's one of those things. Door knocking. It's of course it's still a course of action for a lot of companies, but with everything being media driven, podcasts and social media plays a big part in companies gaining business nowadays.
Yes, and hopefully one of the things that we tried to get across in the class this morning is it's not hard to do, right? You don't have to have a professional studio that it's really easy to get started, and even as simple as going live on your social media.
Yep.
Right? People don't think
I'm
about
ready to take one of the offices in the office and turn it into a podcast studio. So
nice.
Took a lot from your class. It was absolutely great.
Do you have ideas what you would want your podcast to be about? Obviously roofing, right?
Ideas, yeah. It depends on what audience you're going after. I think maybe having guests on and asking what maybe their craziest roofing experience or sales experience in the industry, and also something maybe a little bit more educational, having people on to educate people on products and what to look for when choosing the right roofer, because there are a lot of good roofers out there, but there are also a lot of bad roofers as well.
Yes, you were the second person that mentioned about how to choose the right roofing contractor. So I think there's definitely a need for that. Because other than, are you licensed and insured? Those are obviously two basic questions, but what are some of those other things that a person should be looking for, and who better to provide that education than, a good reputable company?
Yeah, so for me, the biggest thing, years in business plays a big part. Not only that, but just doing your research, going online, reviews, social media, website. A lot of time too is just when you sit down with somebody, just if they're genuine, if you feel comfortable, if that person listens to you when you have questions that you don't feel like you're just being sold on something. The person actually is listening and hearing what your concerns might be. Interstate's a great company when it comes to that. It's a super healthy work environment, and I think what Scott's created when it comes to and I can't even get the words out. How we train
when you say Scott, you mean Scott Riopel.
Scott Riopel, yes.
Who is the founder of Interstate Roofing.
Yep. The culture that he's created here, it allows for a lot of growth, and it also transfers over to our customers, and you can see that when it comes to production and our sales team.
Yeah. You set the tone and the vibe and the culture. It really does come from the top, and then it works its way down into the business.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, I love it. Now, I didn't ask. I don't think you mentioned what part of the state are you servicing?
So I do work on the West Coast. So I do a lot of commercial. So I can be one day I'll be in Naples, the other day I'll be in West Palm, Miami area. So South Florida for the most part.
Yeah. Okay. And the Interstate Roofing has a presence beyond Florida.
Yeah, we're a national company.
Yeah.
So we're in about 27 states right now and growing.
That's another thing that matters too when you're looking at how to choose the roofing contractor, right? Is
growth, and if that choosing the right roofer also means choosing a roofer who's in your area, is familiar with the products in your area. Especially South Florida is a completely different market from anything most people are used to, especially from up north.
Yeah. So how many folks from your company are here today?
I'm gonna say about 7. We got about 7 guys with us.
Wow.
But we have about 800 sales reps in total.
Across the country.
Across the country, yes.
Yeah. So how important, what's the feedback been from the team? Because you had lunch, you sat down together. What kind of conversations are you having? Wow, this was great. I'm so glad we're here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a phenomenal event. I think there's a lot to take away from it. And the products that we did learn about and the things that we did, the information we did receive, are things that we're going to be able to apply to our work life and make everybody, help with everybody's success.
Yeah, definitely. Take everything back to the rest of the team that
ma'am.
couldn't be here today and keep growing that business.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me. It was my first time, so
yeah,
sorry if I
now
messed
you're
up
a pro.
at all. Yeah, almost. Not yet. Maybe a couple more.
Yeah, well, we hope to see you. I mean, we do these videos all day long. We love to come to these events, and we hope to see you next time they're in South Florida.
Absolutely.
And then you can tell us the name of your podcast and how it's going.
That'll work. I'll make sure I reach out to you guys for advice here and there.
Excellent. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Like I said, we're not done yet. We're going to be giving video interviews for the rest of the day, so we hope to see you.